Welcome to another important video upon the request of my students. I have decided to cover the topic that is direct and indirect speech in two videos. The first video is going to cover the general rules, whereas the second video will discuss different types of sentences in their direct and indirect speech. Let's have a look. What is direct or indirect speech? Direct speech refers to the exact words of the speaker. These words are enclosed in quotation marks. You can see the example down there. He says, "I want to be a doctor." This is indirect form. If someone reports this statement, we need to perform some changes. For example, he says that he wants to be a doctor. It is indirect or reported speech. There are certain terms which the students should understand: reporting verb and reported verb. You can see in the example, says is reporting verb, while go is the reported verb. Similarly, he says it's called reporting speech, while I go to school early is the reported speech. It is impossible to understand direct and indirect sentences without knowing the structure of sentences in different tenses. The students can look at this page and try to understand what type of structure is used in different tenses. They can see the slide at their own ease. There are two other factors which determine the reported speech. They are pronouns and possessive adjectives. All the students must remember the changes in pronouns and possessive adjectives in the reported speech. Changes in pronouns are very crucial in the reported speech. First person pronouns in reported speech change into the subject of the reporting speech. You can look at the example there. She said to me, "I will leave the country." In this sentence, I is the first person pronoun, which changes into the subject of the reporting speech. She told me that she would leave the country the next day. Second person pronoun in the reported speech changes into the object of the reporting speech. The given example shows, she said to Ahmad, "You can come to the class." Here in this example, you is the second person pronoun, which changes into Ahmad, and Ahmad is referred to by the pronoun he. She told Ahmad that he could come to the class. Third person pronouns do not change. He, she, it, and they are third person pronouns. In the given examples, you can see that there is no change in these pronouns. I said to him, "They are eating lunch." I told him that they were eating lunch. Students shouldn't forget that possessive adjectives will change according to the rules, but of course in possessive adjectives only, not in pronouns. You can refer back to the table which shows pronouns and adjectives. I'd like to give you a simple example here. She said, "I love to travel in my new car." She said that I changes into she. She loved to travel in her new car. This is possessive adjective. We change into the possessive adjective of the pronoun she. There are some other changes which are related to tense changes. If the reporting speech is in present or future, there is no change in the tense of the reported speech. Just changes in the pronoun and time expressions will take place. He says he's a good footballer. The reporting speech is in present. He says that he's a good footballer, and that's the reason there is no change at all in the reported speech. Similar is the case here in the next example. I will say to my teacher, I was out of the town. This is in future tense, and therefore the reported speech shouldn't have any change. I will tell my teacher that I was out of the town. This is in past, and this is also in past. It means in the tense there is no change. Point number 2 is that the eternal truth in the reported speech doesn't change. The given two examples are: the teacher said the earth revolves around the sun. The teacher said that the earth revolves around the sun. It is in present simple, and it is also in present simple, though we have past tense in the reporting speech. Similarly, my father said the earth is round. My father said that the earth is round. There is no change at all in the tense. If the reporting speech is in past, then the changes in the tenses will occur according to the given details. Present simple changes into past simple. This part, which is the reported speech, it is in present simple. If you look at this, she was sick. This is in past simple. Another example, she said she doesn't like junk food. If you look at the indirect speech or the reported speech, she said that she didn't like junk food. It means that present simple has changed here into past simple. Present continuous changes into past continuous. Look at the example here. He is leaving for London tonight. He was leaving for London that night. This is, of course, change in the time expression. Present perfect tense changes into past perfect tense. I said to him, I have already eaten my lunch. I told him that I had already eaten my lunch. This is present perfect. This is past perfect. Present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Salma said she has been working since 8 a.m. Salma said that she had been working since 8 a.m. Has been working, this is present perfect continuous. And had been working, this is past perfect continuous. Past simple changes into past perfect. You can see in the given example, I finished my homework last night, Aisha said to her teacher. Aisha told her teacher that she had finished her homework the previous night. This is past simple, and had finished is past perfect. Past continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense. He said, I was waiting at the station. He said that he had been waiting at the station. Past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense, they have got no change. They are not changed at all in reported speech. There are some other changes which should not be missed by the students. You may have these expressions in reporting speech, which will change into these expressions in the reported speech. Today changes into that day, tomorrow, the following day, or the next day. Day after tomorrow, in 2 days' time. Yesterday, the previous day. Day before yesterday, 2 days before. A week ago, a week before. Next week, the following week. Last week, the previous week. and similar is the case last year, the previous year. This was the introductory video on direct and indirect speech. Stay tuned to the channel for the detailed video on the same topic, in which we'll discuss different types of sentences and their conversions into reported speech. Thanks for watching. Good luck.